another picture so that we can understand our system clearly, yeah. We have, for example, this sandstone reservoir rock and claystone as the seal because the permeability in the claystone is very small. So it will be a good seal or a good cap rock. Okay, again, you understand this already. There is porosity, there is permeability. Both of them are very, very important. Why porosity is important? Because if the porosity is big, then you can store more CO2. Ya, jika porosity-nya tinggi, berarti kita bisa nyimpan banyak CO2. It's easy to understand. And if the permeability is good, then you can flow the CO2 quite well. Ya, you can inject CO2, for example, at high rate. Jika permeability-nya bagus, Anda bisa injeksi CO2-nya mudah, lancar, ya, dengan laju alir yang tinggi. So if you have high injection rate, ya, we can expect that we can store more CO2 also. Yeah, and we have several types of geological storage. The first one, we can store the CO2 in aquifer. Yeah, we can inject the CO2 in the water zone in the aquifer. And we can use also CO2 for the second one, enhance oil recovery. Yeah, so you inject CO2 to increase the production. So it's double win, huh? Double winner. The first winner, you can store CO2. And the second winner is you enhance the production. So it's win-win. It's a good news if you can do CO2 EOR. So for your project, you can study the CO2 EOR if you want. And of course, we can inject at the third storage is the depleted oil and gas reservoir. Okay, depleted oil and gas reservoir. Oil and gas reservoir which have already low pressure, low reservoir pressure, and long production history, you can inject, you can store your CO2 there. So tadi ada pertanyaan, kita ini sebenarnya injeksi CO2-nya selama produksi atau bagaimana? Kita bisa jawab dua-duanya. Selama produksi, jadi produksi jalan, CO2 jalan, itu artinya kita sedang melakukan CO2 enhanced oil recovery. Oke, produksinya jalan. Ya, produksi jalan, justru produksinya membaik, produksinya improve karena ada CO2 EOR. Nah, gitu. Jadi kita bisa injeksi CO2 selama produksi, itu namanya CO2 EOR, atau kita bisa injeksi CO2 setelah produksinya selesai, setelah stop produksi karena oil and gas reservoirnya udah depleted. Okay, so you can do either during production, which means you do enhanced oil recovery CO2 EOR, or you can do after the production finished in depleted oil and gas reservoir. But you can also inject CO2 in unminable coal zone. Ya, tapi yang tidak ditambang. Itulah unminable, tidak ditambang. You can inject your CO2 there. You can also store your CO2 in CBM, coal bed methane zone. You can also inject your storage CO2 there, and also in basalt formation. Batuan yang namanya batuan basalt. This will be also a good storage because if you inject CO2 in basalt formation, CO2 will become carbonate. Ya, CO2 akan menjadi karbonat, menjadi mineral. Seperti itu if you inject the CO2 into the basalt formation. So you have several storages. You have aquifer, CO2 enhanced oil recovery, depleted oil and gas reservoir, unminable coal, CBM zone, okay, and basalt formation. And this is the application of CO2 enhanced oil recovery. So you inject CO2 and there will be miscible zone, okay, where oil and CO2 will be mixed. Oil will be the CO2 will be dissolved into the oil Ya, CO2 akan larut di dalam oil. There will be miscible, and somewhere, okay, because the CO2 is dissolved in the oil can be pushed from the small porosity, okay, small pores. Jadi karena CO2-nya masuk ke dalam oil akan banyak yang keluar dari pori-pori sehingga produksinya meningkat. Okay, that is the idea of CO2 enhanced oil recovery. CO2 is dissolved into the oil and the oil will swell, oil will become bigger, okay? The size of the oil becomes bigger because of CO2 dissolved. So oil will come out from the pores. From the small pores, the oil will come up, okay? So that the production will increase. And these are the storage mechanism.